Welcome to the scene, everybody. Last show before we break for the summer. Woo! Throw it up, y'all. We need a break. I'm tired of doing this. No, I'm kidding. I'm having a good time. Hey, y'all hang tight, because on this show, we are going to have Kimmy Stolzenberg from the Lindsborg Summer Festival. Got a show about that word, Lindsborg, here.
Okay.
Story about that. And Emily's going to be with us. I can't read my writing because I wrote it down real fast. With the Cotton Bottom Baby and Natural Family Chiropractic. What's Emily's last name?
Duraco.
Duraco.
Dr. Emily
Duraco.
Duraco.
Let's get that right.
I miss a doctor's
She
name.
worked hard for that.
Yeah,
She did work hard for that. I know that costs a lot of money. Well, let me tell you about the story about Lindsborg. I used to work at this radio station, KQNS Lindsborg Star 95, way back in the day. And first set I was on there, and I went, at the top of every hour, you have to, give your call out.
Yes.
And I was like, KQNS Lindsborg Saline is Star 95. And I was so happy with myself and everything. And my station manager came in and went, Borg. Never made that mistake again.
Wow.
You can tell who's from there and who's not, just by the way they pronounce it.
That's right.
Yeah. And speaking of mistakes, what happened with the Bombers?
Talk to me, Charles. I don't know
What with
anything
the
about the
Bombers?
Bombers.
Are they still here?
No, they gone. Got kicked out of the league for one year.
Out you go.
Some mismanagement.
That's right. I do remember that, because I was going to go to the game on Saturday.
Yes.
And I don't even think they had a game.
Had your ticket. You was ready to go. You show up. Where's everybody?
Not line, no Bombers.
What happened?
bomb.
Charles, fill us in.
Yeah. So what
I
happened?
really don't know, but it sounds like they had some financial difficulties.
I have those.
Now, by difficulties, do you mean like they had money and they didn't spend it right, or they had money and they kept it and went like to Alaska on a cruise?
Both. Both. Isn't both of them
Wow.
financial difficulties?
Yeah.
There you go again.
One in favor
There
of
you
the
go
other.
again.
There's some money and money missing, and some people didn't get paid, and
Well, it sounded like the league didn't get paid. Is what it sounded like.
right.
Right. So they.
So here's what I want to know: are they up for sale? Like, if I win the lottery on Saturday, can I buy them?
Who do you think you are, Mark Cuban?
I don't know. Anything's almost for sale.
Yeah, that's right. For the right price.
You got the right amount of money. I bet you can open that whole thing back up again.
If I wrote that check,
And
for
while you're at it, why don't you get the
boom.
Cagers too?
What? That brings me to a little point.
So we got
We had the
basketball,
Cagers.
football.
We've had the Bombers, but we still got the what's the roller derby girls? We still got them, no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my wife used to do that. When I said shame, I can't remember that.
Really?
The roller derby
Yeah.
girls. What's their name? Somebody help me out there. Who's the
Who
roller
are they?
derby people?
Sirens!
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Yeah, the Sirens.
Ooh, yeah, they're still here.
Yeah, they're fun. Have you been to a Sirens game?
I have been to, like I said, my wife used to do that like 3 or 4 years ago, but she kind of got tired of it.
You're gonna be in the doghouse tonight.
And
Those
No, my
girls-
wife don't watch the show. I'm good.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. I'm telling you what, those girls are tough. The
They be-
Sirens
Oh, they
girls, yeah.
So do they have a large crowd?
They have a pretty good crowd.
Couple hundred. Well, you
Yeah.
put them in a buy center, so it always looks small. I mean, you could have 2,000 people in the buy center. It looks small. I mean, not like with the Cagers, they would have like 4,000 or 5,000 people, right?
That didn't look like it.
Something like that. I mean, I never went to a game, so I mean, I have, full disclosure, never went to a Bombers game. I always
did.
wanted to. I
did.
saw a Bomber speak at
It was
my
pretty fun,
kid's
too.
graduation.
And actually,
Did you do the wave?
We even actually had the Bombers on the scene at one time. We had the coach and
Okay.
we had
Great idea.
one of the players.
Did you have the
I think
owner?
he was
Did we have
from
the owner?
Ohio,
We needed
huh?
the owner, right?
We
That's
didn't have the owner.
where the mess up comes.
Or the manager. We had the manager.
Right.
That's who we had one of the managers, and I think they got rid of him before all this took place. But
And we're being funny. I don't know what happened. I just saw that. I saw the press release just like everybody else. Apparently, they just couldn't pay the bills. I had bills I don't pay. I got a cell phone bill. I didn't have a cell phone, but my wife had a cell phone, and her sister had one, and my cousin had one, and they was on the plan, and they didn't pay the bill, and so I didn't pay the bill. And so.
So what happened?
It's on my
No
credit
more
report.
cell phone.
Right.
Just like no more bombers.
Right. Just like no more bombers, no more cell phone.
right, service cut off.
Service
Right.
cut off.
Same thing. Game
done with
cut
you.
off.
So the moral of that story is, if the Bombers had had good management, they might still be here today. We just don't really know what happened to them.
Not quite sure, but it's going to come out one day.
It's going to come out.
It's gonna come
It
out.
always comes out.
And speaking
No.
of coming out,
Speaking
somebody
of.
else that came out, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's shaking his head. Look at him.
He wants to talk about
Look
it.
at- come on,
Let's
Charles.
talk about it. I need to
Let's
talk
talk
about
about
it.
Caitlyn.
Talk about Caitlyn Jenner. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Charles, what you got to say about Caitlyn?
I really don't have a lot to say about it. He still likes
She?
She.
he or
She?
he, she. Well,
Pick a pronoun.
Whichever way, he still likes women.
That's
So-
absolutely true. According to the interview,
Yeah.
okay, gender preference is different than, right?
Is it?
It's different than, gender preference is different than sexual preference.
Well, let's just say I wanted to be a white guy. Let's just
that's
throw
not
that out there
possible.
right now. Let's just say I wanted to be a white guy. Could I be a white guy? Could I do the Michael Jackson thing, trim up my nose, and you see what happened to him when he did all that? He died.
Well,
Was
okay.
that wrong? Did I-
Here's the thing.
That's not good.
Was that too far?
That was
Too
harsh.
soon?
A little
Too
harsh.
soon?
Maybe a little too
A little
soon.
harsh. I need the woo thing. Okay. Well, you could be a white guy, I suppose, if you wanted to.
Can we do that? Let's just think. Let's say a black guy wanted to be Pakistani.
Mm-hmm.
Could you do that? A Chinese guy wanted to be Samoan. Could you do that? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
is that where we're going? I'm not saying it's right or wrong, because here's
Absolutely.
how I look at all of this. I am probably the most liberal Christian person you'll meet in your life. I am so liberal as a Christian. There are Christians that tell me I'm not a Christian. That's how liberal I am. Because I'm like, hey, whatever you want to do is whatever you want to do. But at what point is changing, I don't feel right in the skin that I'm in, and I want to change that skin to something else. I mean, is that where we're going to, or where are we going with this?
Oh, I'm
That's
gonna
all
have
I'm
to
saying.
say something. I gotta chime in.
Where are we going?
Chime.
I'm
Chime.
chiming.
This is why
I
we're
don't
here.
think it's his choice. I think that people are bored. I think he was born feeling like a female, and he has just hidden it for so long. I don't think he chose this. Who would choose anything like this? Who would want to do this? Look at it. Look at what's happening. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's involved in it, and I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want
But
that.
it's
to
not
happen
about
for
the
me.
it's not about the publicity, y'all.
Really?
No, even though he decided to come out in what month is this?
June.
June, and June is what?
Coming out month.
It is. It's
Coincidence?
it's lesbian, gay,
I think
bisexual,
he knew he had the most
transgender
support.
month.
Yes.
So is there a coincidence with coming out at that time?
Because he's going to have so much more support this month. It's just kind of something that's nationwide. So yeah, I think it's for sure it was planned to come out in June. But
Well, 4 million Twitter followers is definitely a lot of either support or curiosity.
The fastest Twitter followers surpassed the president of the United States.
Yeah. He's more popular than the POTUS, y'all.
More popular than the president.
and we all got a pair of bills. I mean, he's got a lot more bills than we do.
Yeah, all that surgery.
That's
I
pretty
know, he got
expensive.
some boobs. Them
Yeah.
boobs came from nowhere.
And I'm not
There
gonna
was
lie.
nothing,
Well,
and then there was boobs.
I think
I
he's
saw
gorgeous.
Bruce Jenner in the
He's pretty.
1976 Olympics, and now, boobs.
Okay. You know what's amazing to me? Amazing to me, y'all, is that he could come full circle in today's society with being who he was, this athlete, this really nice-looking young man, muscles.
On the Wheaties box.
On the Wheaties box.
Yeah.
You know, with all of that charisma and all of that talent as far as being able to do the decathlon and all of that. Okay, he can do all of that. And then he can come full circle in today's society and come out as a woman.
At 65.
At 65.
Gorgeous one. He's pretty.
And here's what, does that not piss you off a little bit?
Yes, it does.
I'm saying.
If I was Kris Jenner, I'd be real burnt.
I mean, here's a 65-year-old guy, okay? He's prettier than me. How's that fair?
Because he had
time
work
out. Let's
done,
get a
Sean.
quick
He had
time
work
out
done.
here.
He had work done.
I'm not
we haven't
done,
had
but
work done. And,
Still, he's prettier than me.
He was airbrushed.
Not as a man. He
Had them big old hands behind his back. They took care of that chin and the shoulders and that Adam's apple.
Adams, yeah.
No, he
Yeah,
had
I
that
mean, come
done.
on.
He had his Adam's apple shaved.
Pretty is not really the thing that I would describe or the word I would use for that. Now, again, if that's what she wanted to do, that's fine. It's not hurting me anyway. I'm gonna live my life. I'm good whether Caitlyn Jenner is Caitlyn Jenner or Bruce Jenner.
Right.
But when you talk about pretty and not pretty, hey, let's not compare Caitlyn Jenner to Jessica Lange. Come on now.
Or Cindy Crawford.
Cindy Crawford, come on, man. Next thing gonna be compared to like Kate Upton. Come on, man.
well, I don't know about that
Come
one.
on now. I mean, come on. Let's back it up a little bit. Let's back it up. Let's just say it was a man, and now it's a woman, and they look okay.
And that's why we got to pray for this world. Because there's a lot of crazy stuff
I've been waiting for
going
Charles,
on.
man, all season long.
I'm trying to hold. I'm sitting there, I'm trying to hold back, but I mean, really, that's why we got to pray for this world. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on. That's crazy. That's, I mean, flat out crazy. The man goes and turns himself into a woman. I guess the woman's turned herself into a man. I mean, I don't have nothing against anybody, but it seems like I'm starting to see Sodom and Gomorrah back on the scene.
It's the fire and brimstone coming?
No, I'm not. It's hard for me to sit here, and I understand what's taking place. I really don't want to say that, because I have friends that are bisexual and stuff like that, and I love them dearly, but I don't love what they do, and they're still my friends and the whole 9 yards.
And you should be able to say that.
Well,
right?
I'm saying,
right. You should be able to say that without fear of repercussions, and I think that's what's happening here. Is that people are afraid to come out against this because they know that they're going to be attacked. And I mean, everybody's like, oh, she's beautiful. And you know there are people sitting going, But nobody wants to say anything.
But who are we to judge? It's not our job. We don't judge people. We all are just trying to do the best we can here with what we got. And so I just don't feel like we are the ones, who should be determining what's right and wrong. I mean, they're going to have their judgment day just like the rest of us. So who are we to say it's okay or it's not okay to change genders?
But who are we not to say? We should all be able to have an opinion, just like you should have an opinion, just like your opinion is. Who are we to say? Our opinion may be it's not right. His may be that it's right. So if we're going to open up the opinion thing, I think everybody should have an opinion of however they want to see what's taking place.
Exactly.
Whether it be good, bad. Now, because I think otherwise we're discriminating against what my opinion is, or what your opinion is, or what his opinion is, or what her opinion is. So I don't think that it should be where, who knows if it's right or wrong? In the end,
nobody knows.
We will know. But we should be able to. We should all be allowed to have our opinion or our beliefs.
And that's why we all have free choice. That's why God gave us all free choice.
But,
that's why we're allowed to sin and not sin. Who are we to judge
We're not.
what other people
Well,
are,
and I don't want to go there, but we're not really.
No, go there.
Well,
go
it's
there.
not-
We're running over. I don't care what they say.
No,
We're running
but
over.
when it comes to the sin part, I mean, we're under grace. So, I mean, we got to repent of our sins to continue to go there. But some people may believe otherwise, that we can continue to sin or we can continue to do whatever we want to do. And that's, again, a matter of an opinion. Me personally, I don't believe in doing those kind of things. I wouldn't do those things. That's just me. Do I condone somebody that's bisexual or anything like that? No. Do some of just like I said, some of my good friends are that way. I don't have anything against what they choose to do, but I can still have my opinion of what I believe. I believe. So, and that's what you just expressed your opinion, and I'm back at you with my opinion.
Right.
So
And I'm
we
not
could go
judging
through
you for your
that.
opinion.
We
I'm
could
not-
go through that.
You planned
Oh,
this. You
oh.
guys talked about this.
No,
before
it's
we
did
did
not. No, we
You
did
wanted this to
not.
happen. Look at they're
about?
being quiet now, Charles. Let's get something like the hot topic for them
What are
to
you
get
talking
into
about?
together.
I'm just sitting here.
Let's get Christy
Wow.
and Charles going.
I'm just
That's
enjoying some
that's
water
their
out of my
opinion.
delicious-
They're
Right.
fire starters.
Right.
This one in the red, a big fire starter. He's the devil himself.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I've heard that before.
I'm
Yeah.
sure you have.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we carry guns. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Theresa Terry, and I would like to inform you about Swedish massage. Swedish massage is a general overall rub down. It can be done with light pressure or more deep pressure depending on your preference. Massage is a great reliever for sore, tired, or stressed muscles. Massage is very beneficial in helping you to relax. It is given using lotions and essential oils. Why not give yourself a time to unwind and relax, or give a friend or family member a gift certificate for a massage? They will love it. If you have any questions about massage, please call me during the day, Monday through Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. On Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. The number is 785-823-2651.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. I know y'all enjoyed that. Hope you got your little cold drink. Gonna get back in it again. We got Kimmy Stolzenberg with us. She used to be
I was
a
on
member.
The scene co-host.
Yep,
Yeah,
season 1 and 2.
Season 1 and 2.
She's alum.
Yeah,
And
alum.
Hey,
With
we
Charles.
we need a little lum pants, right?
Yeah.
She was
That's
an
what we need.
original with Charles.
I have my coffee mug and I have a few other things.
Awesome. Well,
We used to
welcome
sit at a
back.
big table.
Yep.
So we want to hear about this awesome thing that's happening in the month of June in Lindsborg.
Okay, June 20th, it's always the third Saturday in June, we're having our Lindsborg Midsummer's Festival. It's our second largest festival that Lindsborg has. Our first largest festival is Hillingsfest. It's every other year and it's this October. But Midsummer's Festival is a representation of the first of summertime, the summer solstice, and that's in Sweden. That's how they represent it, and it's actually something that's celebrated in a lot of parts of the world. So we celebrate it with a festival on Main Street. We have arts and craft vendors and entertainment, stuff going on all day long.
And isn't there a 5K run in the morning?
Yes, 7 o'clock in the morning, there's a 5K run, and
Let's do it.
Yeah.
are you a runner?
Early for me.
We should wear our shirts and go.
So we have a runner at 7, and then at 9 o'clock we have a blowing of the birch horn, and the Swedish dancers all
Wait a
get
minute.
together.
Let's go back to that.
Okay.
Blowing of the
Stop
birch
at the
horn.
blowing of the
Okay.
horn.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody's heard of the Lindsborg Swedish Dancers. It's a high school group, And they have this big long birch horn, and they start on Main Street, and somebody blows this big old long birch horn. That is the sound for the start of Midsummer's Festival. And then there's a procession, and everybody processes down Main Street to the circle, and then the entertainment and arts and crafts all start.
So if I were to go to this festival in another country, would there be a blowing of the birch horn?
I'm not positive, but it is a Swedish tradition, so I'm sure that it probably does happen. Yeah.
Awesome.
And this year we have a beer garden.
Yes, this will be our second beer garden. Lindsborg just changed some of their ordinances, and we are now allowed to have beer gardens. Midsummer's Festival last year was the first one, and Midsummer's Festival this year will be the second one. Nobody else has put one on yet but us. So
beer garden, like there's going to be like
a garden of beer.
A garden of beer. There's beer, and it's growing straight out the ground. There's bourbon beer. It's right there.
No, actually,
it's heaven on earth.
There's a food court, and there'll be a beer garden with the food court. There's food vendors, and it's going to be right by the entertainment, so you can just hang out at the beer garden and watch the entertainment.
And other stuff too. Yeah, you got entertainment. Like who's the headliner?
Well, we have the Swedish dancers and the folk danslag, and I believe the dancers will dance in the morning and in the afternoon, and folk danslag will dance in the afternoon. We also have all kinds of other entertainment throughout the day. But at 9 o'clock when the entertainment starts, that's also when the arts and crafts vendors open up. So all downtown on one block of Main Street we have arts and crafts. On the other side of the 100 block of Main Street we have a kids world is kind of what we call it. And it is bouncy houses and a train. And most of the kids world is free. So if you bring your kids down, they're going to get to do all kinds of fun stuff for free. Not very many things are free anymore. Our admission is free, most of our kids' stuff is free, and a lot of our entertainment is free.
Admission is free, like you don't need a button?
You do not need a button. We do not do that anymore.
Hold on, let me say that again. I don't need a button.
You do not need a button.
I do not need a button.
Absolutely not. We don't even have a button.
That's a little jab at my town. I don't need a button.
Nope, we don't even have a button. We used to have buttons, but we don't have them anymore. It is free. Why would we charge you to come down on Main Street? Plain and simple. So, after the entertainment and everything, about 5 o'clock at Heritage Square, which other people know as the Old Mill Park, we are going to have the raising of the maypole. The gates open at 5, and the national anthem starts at 7, and then we have a big maypole that gets raised by the Swedish dancers, and there's all kinds of dancing going on and some different kinds of entertainment. Folk danslag is there, which is the adult Swedish dancers, and both groups travel all over the United States and the world. And we will have participation from the crowd. Anybody can get out there and do their thing. Also, at Heritage Square throughout the day, we have a Kub tournament. Kub is a Swedish or a Nordic game. It is a lawn game, and it's a lot of fun. You have teams, and you have to enter your team, and it's played all day long at Heritage Square, which is the big grassy area at the Old Mill Complex. And whenever we have the maypole events, there will be the championship game. We have people that come from different states for this thing. It's a big deal. It's a lot of fun. And Kub is a game played with wooden pegs. There's a king in the middle, a wooden king, and then you throw these wooden pegs towards the king, and you go back and forth with two different, and you slowly eliminate the pegs. And anyway, it's an addictive game. It's a great game.
And people of all ages can play it.
Yes.
There was a picture of a kid in the Saline Journal playing.
People of all ages can play it, and it's very easy to catch on to. You can just walk up and watch it, and you can kind of get an idea how to do it. But if you decide you want to be on one of these teams, all you have to do is enter, and the opposing team, they will help you out. They'll walk you through it. It's a big camaraderie kind of a game. A lot of fun.
Cuban.
I'm wondering, do you guys have any food?
We have food vendors. We have all different kinds of food vendors, and Swedish dancers always have their booth up. They have Viking on a stick, which is a kind of a Swedish dancers made up food, but it has just been gangbusters popular. So if you go to Midsummer's, I recommend you get a Viking on a stick, and I recommend ketchup on it.
Viking on a stick. Can you? What?
Stop.
Yes.
Stop.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I have to.
Okay,
What
so here
is
we go.
involved in that?
Viking on a stick is like a corn dog skewer, and they take a Swedish meatball, put it down, a big chunk of Swedish rye bread, and this is all homemade. The Swedish dancers roll their own meatballs. They make the bread. I mean, this is a legit homemade. Swedish dancers work their tails off. So it's a meatball, it's bread, meatball bread, and then it's dipped in Swedish pancake batter and deep fat fried.
Oh my!
And it's
You got me
wonderful.
right there with pancake and deep fat fried. I'm in.
And they'll also have other things at their booth, but that is something that is a really popular one. And a lot of work goes into that. So I would recommend you try one, and once you do, you're going to want another one. So get the platter, you'll get more than one. So after the Heritage Square, there's more. We have a concert. The doors open at 8, and the concert starts at 9. And that's at our beautifully remodeled, actually almost from the ground up, Sundstrom Conference Center. If you haven't been to our Sundstrom Conference Center, you need to go. Check it out. You can take a tour. But anyway, you can go to the concert and get a tour that way. The concert, the entertainment there is the Blades. They are an awesome, upbeat, kind of a big band sounding group, but they play like kind of oldies music. Fabulous. We had them last year. They were a huge hit. Tickets are $15. You can get them at the Lindsborg Convention and Visitors Bureau, the CVB office, anytime. They're $15, like I said, and there's 8 to a table, so you can buy a table or buy single, but I highly recommend that. And
Could Jeff
wait,
and I dance there?
there's not all, that's not all.
Oh, and there's more.
This day is action-packed. So at 10 o'clock at our local swimming pool, which has an awesome big slide called Thor's Revenge, we have a midnight swim from 10 to 12. So take the kids to the midnight swim, come to the concert.
Swimsuit's optional.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me when you say
I'm
that?
just looking at you, Jeff, because I just know how
I'm
you
keeping
roll.
my suit on. I haven't lost it all yet.
Yeah, it sounds like a really good time. And will there be a cash bar at the concert?
Yes, there will be a cash bar.
And a dance floor?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Yep, we're set. There'll be some snacks. And if you have any questions, you can get online at www.midsummersfestival.com. It'll take you to our website, and you can see the whole schedule. You can click on any of our links. And if you decide you would like to be a vendor, like an arts and crafts vendor, we are taking a few last-minute vendors just because we're getting so many requests to do that we're kind of looking at what's out there, and we are taking some last-minute ones if they meet our requirements. So.
And this starts when? When does this start?
June 20th.
June 20th.
And they also have a Facebook page.
Yes,
Facebook page.
we do.
So is your requirements on there so they want to know if they meet the requirements?
Well, pretty much. I mean, if there are several of one thing, we're not going to have another one, so we don't have all this competition. But it's not really hard to meet the requirements.
Are you having the gal back who does face painting?
Yes, as far as I know, we have her back.
They're early and get
Yes,
in line. 'Cause
she is booked.
amazing.
And that's free. Oh, that's
No,
free.
that-
No,
part's
that
not
one
free.
is not.
Oh, back it up.
But she's
That one
so
is not.
good that
Yeah.
kids will wait in line for hours.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's fun.
That's awesome. Hey, we'll be right back with more of Kimmy in just a moment.
You made it. Years of hard work, investing, planning, and now you're here. The long-awaited reward you spent a lifetime looking forward to. But what now? After years of growing a nest egg, now you may want to manage it. Use it to fund your dreams. Make it last as long as you need it. And leave some for those you love. So what do? Wall Street continues to be uncertain, and some conservative options have dropped through the floor. How do you maintain opportunities for growth and reduce risk of loss from market changes? That's where we come in. We are financial professionals. From insurance products to tax reduction strategies and guaranteed retirement income you cannot outlive, provided by the claims-paying ability of insurance companies. You've worked a lifetime to get here. Let us help you enjoy it to the fullest. For a complimentary consultation, simply contact us today.
Hi, welcome back. We are with Kimmy, and I have a couple questions for you. I want to know a little bit of information about what you have on.
Well, this is an official Swedish costume.
What makes it official?
Well, what makes it official is the fabric that it's made out of and the design of the outfit. If you are a Swedish dancer or a folk danslag dancer, you have to have an actual authentic costume. And there are people who have done all the studies, and they have the books and everything, and they are who you take your fabric to, they are who you get your ideas from, and they are who you go to them for any information you need. They'll direct you in any way, and they have to okay them. Now, since I am not a Swedish dancer, I don't have to have an authentic costume, but I choose to. I have 2 daughters that went through Swedish dancers, and I couldn't have it any other way after experiencing all of that. So
can you tell us a little bit about the fabric? I mean, to me, this looks like cotton. Yeah.
Yes.
It feels very soft.
It is, but it is warm. It is very warm. And of course, there's layers, and so it does get really warm. There's white socks, black socks. Usually a clog is worn, but with as much walking as we do, a lot of people have, and also the dancers, it's hard to dance in the clogs. So we kind of do shoes that are just comfortable. You need a strap if you're going to be dancing or just walking around a lot during the day. But there are also other costumes that have the wool skirts, and some of the costumes, and actually the costumes come from provinces. So just because you have a costume, a vest and all that, it doesn't mean it is an actual authentic costume. It has to be put together correctly. So I can't remember what province mine came from because we have so many costumes at my house that I can't keep them straight. But depending on the province it comes from, whether it has a vest, whether it has what kind of vest it has, whether it has this kind of lace up and the skirt and all that kind of stuff. So a lot goes into these costumes, and they are not cheap.
Yeah. So is the color coordination, is that part of it?
The color coordination is really our own choice. I mean, you can pick all the different kinds of fabric and this kind of put it together with your taste. But there would be some fabrics that, for that province, that wouldn't meet that province's standards. Then there's also a costume called a cirque, and that would be more for like summer, and it is a one-piece white, all white dress. It would be a blouse like this that is stitched to a skirt, and it would be all one piece. And that one is much cooler, but it's not very colorful, so you won't see very many Swedish dancers wearing them because people like to see all the color and all the things going on.
So do the men have a certain outfit they wear too?
Yes. That's what I was about to ask. What we get to wear?
It's the same thing with men. It's a province thing. It's a fabric thing. It has to be okayed. A lot of it is most of them wear knickers and long socks, and then the types of shoes that they can dance in. And a lot of them have the white shirts. Well, all of them have the white shirts with a vest or just whatever. And a lot of them wear hats. And a lot of women wear hats too. And a purse that goes across, but it has to be okayed.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about knickers? You okay with that?
Love
them. Charles?
That's just extra long shorts.
Well, that's true.
But some of the shorts these days are as long as
like
knickers.
capris, right?
Yeah, they are.
It's capris for guys.
Just bunched at the bottom.
Yeah.
Well, and if you live in Lindsborg, your child would be a Swedish dancer, and Christy can tell you about this.
Yes.
In grade school, as they grow up, for every Hillingsfest, which is every other year, the whole grade school dances at Hillingsfest in the circle.
They start at first grade, and each grade has 3 dances that they do. And the girls wear the Swedish dresses, and the boys wear their knickers and their lederhosen, and they dance. And it's amazing. All the kids do it. Nobody complains about it. Nobody throws a fit. They all get out in the middle of the street, our major intersection, and there's bleachers on all 4 sides, and they get out there and they dance with their partner. It's
a big deal.
That's awesome.
Our school has a costume bank. I mean, if you can imagine how many kids are in that grade school and how many costumes are needed, there is a huge costume bank, and I think I probably have about 87 costumes that I've donated to that costume bank with all my kids. But I'm just joking. But anyway, it's kind of fun. You see a kid walk by, hey, that was my son's and that was my daughter's. But you have to have something like that, and it's a really neat community effort, and the teachers that teach this, the dancing and the singing, it's amazing that they can pull this off. If you go and you look at it, you just can picture how much time has gone into this.
So I was going to say that builds a huge sense of community.
Absolutely.
That and tradition, you know, who doesn't love the little traditions that we can hold on to in our life? I think that's really important. Very awesome.
Right.
So tell me about you talked about the maypole.
Right.
Can you tell me the significance of that?
The raising of the maypole, it's actually like a Swedish dance. It's a big old long pole, and the Swedish dancers go out a couple of nights before and they cut down cottonwood branches. A whole lot of time and work is put into that too. They cut down all these branches and they make a big old long chain and they wrap this maypole in cottonwood branches. And then the day that they do the raising of the maypole, the guys get up with ropes and they tug. Actually, it's the folk slog that do it, but the younger guys, they help also because it's a very heavy thing. They tug it, and they finally get it raised. And then, of course, they do a lot of dancing around this maypole. It's just I'm not real sure of all the history behind it, but it's a very, very popular, common dance in Sweden.
When you say maypole, I picture, the pole in the center with all of these streamers or something that come off of it, that you dance around or something like that. Is that similar to what
Yeah, it
happens?
is similar, and they don't have the ribbon and they don't do the weaving dance with this, but they do a whole lot of other dances, and the whole crowd gets involved in it, and it's a huge, massive crowd, and it's kind of the way to end the Midsummer's Festival. When the whole crowd gets out there and everybody's dancing together, that's when everybody kind of claps and it's over.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just the ending of it. We've talked several times about having it at different times of the day because it's so hot, and at that time of year, you just can't do it. That's when you do it, that's tradition, and that's what we're sticking to.
Well, everybody speaks the language of dance, don't you agree?
I love dance.
I do too. What are you laughing? I love dance.
Well, you can always be a part of the folk dance slog. Anybody is able to do that. Now, Swedish dancers, you have to be a Smoky Valley High School student.
Yeah.
And you start as a freshman, and you work your way all the way through your senior year, and you take a trip every summer. You go to all kinds of different places, nursing homes, and just family gatherings. People will have them come and do their dancing. And once every 4 years, so every high school student at some time, they will take a trip to Sweden, and they'll go to other countries as well. My oldest daughter, when she went on her trip, was the last year they went to Russia. It wasn't a good experience, and so that's why it was the last year to Russia. But anyway, they become world travelers. It's a wonderful experience, and it looks great on resumes, and your children are a changed person after going through something like that. And you can always call the Lindsborg Swedish Dancers if you'd like to have them at your event. It's a really neat thing to
is
watch.
The college involved in all this too?
No.
Nothing.
But I know the Swedish dancers also sell Viking on a Stick at the River Festival.
Yes.
As well.
Well, I do not believe they're at the River
sorry.
Festival
Oh,
this
they're
year.
not there this
no,
year,
they're not
sorry.
there
No,
this year.
what?
Not this year. They were last year.
So if I want Viking on a stick,
You gotta
I have to
come
make the
Lindsborg.
drive.
That's right. It's not far.
It'll be worth it.
I want
And it's
some
free
Viking.
admission.
It's free,
It's
no
free.
button.
And we have a beer
Free.
garden to watch the
I'm
And a
entertainment.
beer garden.
And a beer garden.
What do you want? What else do you want?
And I got a couch.
Nothing. You said beer garden. I'm in.
If you got too many, I live there. You can.
Something I did forget to say is there's also a golf tournament. We have a Midsummer's Festival golf tournament, and it starts at 8 in the morning, and it has a catered breakfast from our local grocery store. Scott's Thriftway, Scott's Hometown Food, they are catering our golf tournament, and everybody that enters that tournament gets a gift certificate or a coupon to get a free brat at the beer garden, so they can, when they're done with the
Okay, now I'm in the golf.
game, they can come up and have a beer and a brat.
Right, and plus the Stuga's there.
Yep.
Yep.
The Stuga.
The Stuga.
Stuga.
And where do you
Been
play
there.
golf?
Lindsborg Golf Course.
Is it a 9-hole?
Yes, it is.
So do you just play twice
Yes.
from a different tee box?
Yes.
Okay. I know my golf.
Yeah.
We also have the famous Swedish Crown restaurant on Main Street. We have a Mexican restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, and a newly opened Farley's Bar and Grill. We have the
amazing.
Brick House Grill. They're known for pizza and burgers. So we have everything you can possibly want, and it's free admission.
That is awesome. So, if there's one thing as far as a motto for your festival, what would you say that is?
A motto for, it's kind of been newly transformed in the last 4 years, and I would say now our motto would be free, fun, Swedish experience.
Wow.
Man.
Free,
Yeah.
I'm in,
fun,
baby.
Nice.
Swedish experience.
That's good.
Check it out, Saline.
Welcome back, Salina. So glad you're here with us. We have Dr. Emily DeRocco here from Natural Family Chiropractic Center and Cotton Bottom Baby, and she's here, and she is going to show us how to put on cloth diapers. She's going to tell us all about what she sells in her store, and we're going to have a little competition.
All right, bring it
First
on.
off, I wanted to be known that first off, I'm the only one that has a real baby. Okay, the rest of them have farm animals or whatever those things are.
This is a baby.
That's, yeah, okay.
She's
Wearing
adorable.
a dress.
So tell us about your place, Emily.
Sure. So first off, it's my chiropractic office. So I see patients. I typically see pregnancy babies, like newborn babies, as tiny as they get, to children. I've seen Christy's kids.
Yes.
And Christy, she's a chiropractic patient. Love it. And I see a family, so all ages, so you guys can come in too and see me.
Okay.
But I've done all. If anything is natural parenting, I've definitely done it. Both of my kids were born at home. The first one was attended by midwives. The second one, the midwives didn't make it, so my daddy caught him, which was the coolest thing ever.
Man, she's tough.
She is tough.
Tough cookie.
It's awesome. I'm big on breastfeeding. I'm one of on the Saline County Breastfeeding Coalition. I go to La Leche League here in town. I'm on the Kansas Breastfeeding Coalition. I do all that. I also I don't vaccinate my kids, so that's probably a different show, but I'm very...
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You need to come back for that.
She will, I know.
It's a whole show.
It is.
But so if it's anything natural parenting, I've definitely done it, and cloth diapers is a big part of that too. So I'm very big on cloth diapers, very big on pro-environment stuff, so I love all of this.
And I got to give a shout out to Dr. Emily because my youngest is quite the pistol. I don't know if that's like the trend or what, but your baby is a little bit of a handful. And in preschool, the teachers were kind of having some issues with him, and I started taking them to Emily, and within 2 weeks, the teacher came out and said, "What are you doing different? He's amazing." And I said, "I just started getting him adjusted." And if you think about it, little kids, they bump and they fall, and they're so hard on their little bodies, and Emily's able to realign their little spines, and they're able to sleep better, they can breathe better, and it made the world of difference for our family, and now we can actually tolerate our 5-year-old.
Wait a minute, you're saying that by having a baby who's having problems at school and then you do some little adjustments on them, it changes their behavior? Is that
Absolutely.
what you're saying?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
I need to know more about this.
Yes.
So I should have brought my spine.
Oh, I have one.
Okay. So, you up top, you have your brain, right? And everyone
Sometimes,
knows that inside your spine is your spinal cord. So your brain and your spinal cord, right, protected by your spine. So off of your spinal cord, you have these nerves that come out, and they go to every single cell in your body. There's nothing you do on a daily basis that does not require your nervous system. Basically, everything you input, so you see, hear, smell, all your input is from your nervous system, and everything you do. So everyone knows when you get a spinal cord injury, you can't do things, right?
Right.
So all of that is controlled by your nervous system. So when chiropractors go and analyze your spine, I'm looking for the joints in your spine that are misaligned, and when they're misaligned, they can put pressure on that nervous system and basically interrupt the signals from your brain through that spinal cord out to your body, or other way around. So if your body is trying to send signals to your brain and it's not getting there, there's just a miscommunication basically. So getting adjusted fixes that miscommunication. So think about kids who are hyperactivity or attention deficit things. Sometimes it's created, they aren't getting enough stimulus in. So maybe it's not, the communication pathway isn't there from the outside world up to their brain. So getting adjusted can help reconnect that communication pathway and help them feel satisfied and not need that stimulation anymore. Just one of the theories behind ADHD or hyperactivity disorder in chiropractic.
You're not saying that could cure ADHD, but it could help with ADHD. Or are you saying that could possibly cure ADHD?
Chiropractic cures nothing. Chiropractic treats no disease. The only thing that chiropractic does is remove the interference from your nervous system so that your body can communicate with itself. Your body does all the healing.
Okay.
Yep. Does that make sense?
It does.
Awesome.
Yep.
It
I
does.
just want
It's a very outside.
because I was about ready to drag 4 kids over to you. I got
Well, you
4.
still should.
I
Yeah.
guess I'll just
I
drag
have office hours Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6. You should come see me.
Okay.
What I'm feeling here is that it's the It's Dr. Emily, and then it's the go get your chakras aligned kind of thing.
Yeah. I love that kind
Except
of
it's your
stuff.
spine.
You're right.
Told you.
Your spine rub.
Your nervous system is very much energy. I mean, so that's how your nervous system works. It's literally electrical impulses that go through your nervous system. So I think that there's a lot of energy stuff in Reiki and all that energy, body energy work. We know so little about the nervous system and how it functions. I think it's really cool. So what I do is just a fraction of what we know of the nervous system, but your nervous system controls everything, so it's kind of big at the same time.
So why are cloth diapers so important?
Sure, cloth diapers is just one
And expensive.
one piece of the natural parenting paradigm. So there's basically 5 reasons cloth diaper. Number 1, you give me number 1. What do you think it is?
I have no idea.
Yeah, you're going to save a bunch of money, right?
Okay.
The money, that's the number 1 reason people cloth diaper. Number
environmental.
2, number 2 is the environment. It's better for the environment. Disposable diapers, we have yet to see one go away. They're going to be in the landfills for centuries.
Kind of like cigarette butts.
Exactly. What's number 3?
Better for the skin.
Yes.
Better for a baby, that's right. They don't have the chemicals in them that disposable diapers do. So disposable diapers have the same chemicals in them that so your feminine hygiene products that cause toxic shock syndrome. These things that are really, in chemical burns, there's been a lot of press for diapers and chemical burns of late because they have a lot of chemicals in it. All right, number 4, what do you think?
Oh, come on, Charles.
We're running out of top ones here, so.
Wow.
4th reason.
I'm gonna give you a hint, potty training.
Oh, yeah, because it's easier to feel when you're wet.
because you can tell.
That's right, because they get used to feeling wet versus dry, right?
Right.
All right. Last one. I'm going to give you a hint. Look. Let's look at them.
They're pretty.
adorable.
They're pretty. I mean, Now,
I think they came a long way.
like way back in the day. All right, they were
Yes.
just like,
Yeah.
cool.
It came a long way.
They're horrible.
no pins and no plastic pants.
Yeah,
That's
there
kind
you
of our
go.
motto. These are not your grandma's cloth diapers
Yeah.
at all, in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. Because when Christy talked about cloth diapers, of course, I'm thinking of the old traditional things that are
Right.
square
Thin,
and you
Now,
wash them.
they still make those. So, but these are the easy ones to use. I mean, this is so much easier than those. Now, if you want to go super tight budget, you want a diaper as cheaply as possible, you can still get the big flats, and you can just get a few covers, and people still, they don't use the pins anymore. Yeah, they have, like ace bandages, the things that hold ace bandages on. It's similar to that. It holds the diapers on, basically. And use that. I mean, it's really cheap. These are, the prettier the diaper, the more expensive it is. So if you can do cloth diapers for super cheap. But it's funner to do it the
And
pretty way.
disposable diapers is something that we've just basically come up with here in the last, 50 to 100 years or so?
Yeah, my mom, I mean, I'm not that old. Some days I feel old. But but my mom, when my brother was a kid, I mean, they were just coming out when he was little.
Right.
So, I mean, that's only been, we won't say how many decades, but yeah.
A while ago.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you a little demo of the different types of cloth diapers. We'll call this Cloth 101.
Okay.
And then you guys are going to have to cloth diaper your baby.
All right.
It's whoever can do it the fastest wins, okay?
All right.
Okay.
I got this. I
So
got
there's
this.
3 main types of cloth diapers on the 101 level here. So these first 2 diapers we're going to call all-in-one diapers. All that means is it's all one piece. It never comes apart. So this is it. It's connected at the front here, connected at the back. This is your absorbency, and this is your waterproofing. So all one piece. Same concept, just a little bit different design here. So still one piece, right?
Okay.
Totally looks like
For
it's
boys or
disposable,
girls?
so
It
it's
doesn't
all the
matter.
same.
Yeah. Now you can get fancy. See, like the design on this is really cool. If you have a little boy and you need some extra absorbency in the front, you can kind of fold it up in front there. That's pretty cool. Same kind of thing with this one. So these are all-in-one diapers.
Got it.
Then we're going to move on to a pocket diaper. So a pocket diaper means genius. It has a pocket, right? That's so crazy.
In case you just keep your cell phone.
His cell phone. Keep his beacon
Car
in there.
keys, pacifier.
Okay.
So then it's going to come with your absorbency, your layers of absorbency here, and you can put them together like extra absorbency for if you have a heavy wetter, right? And then you just stick it in the pocket.
Look at that.
Yep. And so once you've got it in the pocket, it's basically like a regular diaper. It goes
That's
on
for a kid
baby.
that's like a pisser like mine. I got those pisser kids.
That's right. And so you can add extra absorbency in here for that.
That's right.
Right.
That'd be good for bedtime.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Bedtime, yeah.
Bedtime.
Overnight diapers.
Okay.
All right, these last two diapers we're going to call an all-in-two system, and that just means you have two separate pieces. So this is going to be your absorbency, and this is your waterproof layer here. And this one is a kind of a newfangled. There's no folding of this, no pins or anything. You just put it in here, tuck it in the front, tuck it in the back.
Yeah, easy that is.
Goes on baby, right? And then this last one is also an all-in-two. So you've got your waterproof lining, your cover here, and your absorbency. And this is what we call a pre-fold. So this one's a little bit bigger. You do have to put a little more effort into this one, but not a ton. You can fold it this way, or you can fold it this way. Or if you get excited, you put a little poop chute in the back here, and you kind of fold it this way. Right? That's right.
Awesome.
And then you just put it in the cover. Just lay it in here. And then basically just put it on baby and make sure all the absorbency is tucked into your cover here, and that's it. So it's great. So the benefit to having, say, an all-in-two system versus one of these systems is if it's just a pee diaper, you can just change out this part and reuse the cover multiple times. So you can have just a bunch of inserts and just a few covers, whereas you have to change the whole diaper every time on that one. So these are a little more economical than those ones are.
So how am I going to wash this? What are the washing instructions?
In your washer, you just use a really, typically you want to do a cold pre-rinse, a hot wash, and then an extra rinse on the end. You're going to use a super clean rinsing detergent, no fragrances, no colors. No, actually, it's clean like the natural detergents. Like you want nothing, a little as anything as you can get to wash your diapers. It's going to be, well, because you just want to get your baby's butt, right?
I'm thinking Tide, Febreze, the whole nine works. I mean, I'm doing these things up.
Actually, you don't. The least amount of detergent possible is awesome on your diapers. Because you can get detergent buildup because Kansas has this awesome hard water that just keeps that detergent in there. So the less detergent you use, the better. And then the summer, hang them out in the sun and dry them and keep them nice and white. It's awesome.
Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about on a clothesline?
You can use a clothesline. I dry mine in the dryer 90% of the time. All right.
When's the last time you drove around the neighborhood to see the clothesline?
Hey, they're more and more popular. We have one in our backyard. It's amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Clothespins too?
Yeah.
Isn't that,
I had, when I was 30 weeks pregnant with my son, so my daughter was 2, I had her in a carrier on my back, my big belly hanging out here, and I'm out hanging up diapers on the line. I was like, someone should take a picture. This is like straight out of the 50s. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So
all right, let's put some babies on some diapers.
Little House on the Prairie.
Annie, are you okay?
I'm gonna
Wake up, come on.
mix up our diapers.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to take them apart, all right? So you got pieces of diapers everywhere, right?
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Okay. Okay. So then I'm going to count to 5.
Okay.
Well, we'll do 3. We'll do a countdown from 3, right?
Okay.
And then everybody has to grab a diaper your baby, and the first one done wins. Correctly. You have to diaper them correctly. You can't have the diaper on backwards, all right?
Okay.
Okay, ready?
We haven't practiced this.
Yeah.
No,
This is free for all.
very fun.
All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Go!
Oh, he's gonna grab it.
Oh, I don't need that. Okay, good. Oh my God, there's a tail here. How do I do it? Oh no, that's not right.
Oh, wait.
Okay, wait. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Christy's gonna win. Over here.
Just gotta. On the ball. Just gotta get it.
Yes, Christy wins. You come in at a close second.
Oh,
So close.
man.
Oh, a close third over here.
Oh,
Good
look
job.
at you, Charles.
I know, right?
Nice.
You're on it.
So,
Oh, yeah.
you did come in last. Totally came in last.
Loser.
I guess you can see who really
But
changed
interesting.
any of the diapers.
Yeah, right? So
amazing.
Are there all different sizes then? Though I see that there's so many buttons that you can cinch them tight.
So these
or
are what we
loose.
call a one-size cover. All of these diapers are one-size diapers, meaning on the front here they have these rise snaps, so it snaps down to fit an 8-pound baby. Medium snapped or unsnapped all the way to go up to 35 pounds. So birth to potty training is kind of the idea. My daughter was 8 pounds, 10 ounces when she was born, so she went into a one-size diaper and then wore these until she was potty trained.
Nice.
They do
That's
make
amazing.
smaller ones for tiny babies, but these generally work for almost everyone all the time.
So what's the general price on these?
It really depends. You can get in at any price level. I have a kit in the store where you have 12 diapers basically for $65. So we recommend about 24 diapers to get you doing laundry every day and a half. So for $130, you could be done buying diapers. That's
Wow.
amazing, right?
That is amazing.
That is
But you can also spend $20+ per diaper. It depends on what kind of diaper you want to get.
Who's loving their baby?
Baby, I love babies. That's my thing. I like them. Good deal. Well,
Yeah.
thank you, Emily. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
So in addition to cloth diapers, what else do you sell at Cotton Bottom Baby?
Oh, we have baby carriers. I talked about the carriers. That's a great way to bond with baby. We have amber necklaces for teething. That's a great natural pain reliever. We have
I
some.
need one of those.
Yeah, they're
for
fantastic.
myself.
We have some essential oils here at the store. Christy's going to come Thursday and do a class with me on essential oils.
I
So
teach
excited.
classes. Yep. And Emily holds several classes at her
Yes,
store.
I have some natural parenting classes where we talk about everything from birth, breastfeeding, co-sleeping, the vaccines. I have a whole class around vaccines. We do lots of breastfeeding support stuff.
Do you have a menopause class? Because that's what I need.
No, but we have a birth circle.
Oh,
it's kind of the
good,
same
okay.
thing.
Yeah.
We talk about all things. We have lots of things.
We're going to have an essential oils class
Yeah.
twice a month, and
Yes.
the very last one we're going to have wine.
supposed to do with that?
Yes, there's going to be wine.
Some menopause issues,
Yes.
and essential oils has
Yeah.
several menopausal
Yes.
yes oils on the
Okay.
market.
Well, these girls are going to hook me up with some
Yes,
essential
we
oils.
are.
Okay. Gosh.
right.
Well,
So
thank
good.
you so much for being here, Emily. I definitely have to say that my eyes were open to this process. I did not know that cloth diapers were so easy now.
Yeah.
I think they are.
easy.
So save the landfill, people.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Emily, and get some cloth
And
diapers.
the address of Cotton Bottom Baby?
Is 1909 Hageman Avenue here in Salina.
she also has a really great Facebook page and a wonderful website.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you, Emily. We'll be
Thank
right
you.
back.
Hey, I want to thank Kimmy Stolzenberg and Dr. Emily for being with us. Thank you, everybody, for watching the scene this year. I got some shout outs because all season long I've been talking about how ain't nobody watching the show, but apparently there been some people watching the show. So I want to thank y'all for watching the show. First out, I want to say a quick shout out to Jen Goyne, my favorite manager ever. She's watching. She lives in Colorado, y'all. Thanks for watching, Jen. Jen hates my clothes. She says my clothes are awful and
Makeover.
ugly. So if there's any
Stylist?
business here that wants to like say, hey, we'll let Jeff wear his clothes so he can look better, please hook me up with that. You can catch us out at the scene in Saline or send us an email and I'll be happy to wear your clothes. Also, all the people out at Choices Network where my wife works, thanks for watching. My wife doesn't watch, but y'all watch, and I appreciate y'all. My wife says I don't need to watch the show because I've watched you for 17 years, so I don't need to see you another second. And also got Brandon Cheeks. He's out at Lakewood Middle School. He has been the Teacher of the Year for 35
Wow.
years in a
Congrats,
row.
Brandon.
Which is really kind of odd because he's only 23. Wow. So thank you for watching, Brandon. Also, my best friend, Angie Doucette. Angie, I know you're watching. It's 2:30 in the morning. You're watching. Go to sleep! Stop watching and go to sleep. Get some sleep. But thank you for watching. And I got my boy Dante Pete. He been watching. And Jackie, I know you're watching. Jackie, I got to say, stop self-medicating and get a job. Thanks for watching.
We love you, Jackie.
Where are we gonna be?
Oh, hey.
What?
We are going to be at the River Festival Saturday. Almost the whole day from like 11:30 on. We're going to be tasting stuff. We're going to be doing interviews. Come see us. Come check it out. You got to see the River Festival. Also, I'm just saying, I feel like I'm going to go to the festival.
Midsummer.
Yes.
Midsummer Festival.
It's Viking on a stick, man.
Viking
I gotta
on a
go
stick.
get me a Viking on
Gotta
a stick.
Gotta have one.
Viking on the
Yeah.
I
stick.
gotta get a
must-
Viking on a
It's a
stick.
must-have.
It's a must-have.
Yeah.
Don't you want a Viking on a stick?
I've always wanted one.
I know.
Yeah.
We can talk about that afterwards. How about you want a Viking on a stick?
And thank you, Dr. Emily, for being here and showing us
welcome.
all
So
about Cotton
exciting.
Bottom Baby.
We'll be back in the fall, y'all. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching.
See you in September. Bye-bye.